This is going to be an exciting video, and in this video we will mix Python and R together in a simple R Markdown. So let's get started. So open an R script, and in the script we need to install the reticulate library either via the packages, or you can give install.packages command. So load the library, and for me the version of Python at the moment is 3.9.6, so that's what I'm going to install it via the reticulate package. So it's going to install it in a virtual environment, and I want to call that virtual environment Python for R. It could be any name, AVC, XYZ, whatever. So once you create the virtual environment, you don't really have to install the Python again and again. You can simply call it. So I'm just checking if my Python environment exists, and it came back true. So I'm going to install all these packages. So I'm saying virtual environment install all these packages for me in the Python for R, the environment which I've just created. So with that, we are ready. So let's create an R Markdown now. So I'm going to go to File, New File, R Markdown, and I'm going to create an HTML document first and just give a name and say OK. So we have a basic structure of R Markdown. So I'm just going to remove some extra bits from there. Okay, so let's save it and run it first of all, just to see if everything is working. So just going to create a simple R Markdown, and I'm going to make some basic changes in that. I'm going to give all this warning equals false, message equals false, etc., so that we don't have to give it again and again in each chunk. So we are ready to put a Python command. So before we can issue any Python command, we have to use a reticulate library and use our environment which we have just created. So now we are ready. So to use Python in the R Markdown, we need to create a little chunk which will be a Python chunk. So let me get rid of all this to make some space and say I want to create a Python chunk. There we have a Python chunk, and in this we can put any Python command. For example, I'm going to create a chart, so I'm going to use the matplotlib library. We have separate videos on how to create matplotlib charts, etc. We also have a separate video on how to create the virtual environment to use in R. So let me issue a basic Python command to create a chart. So I'm just going to create some array for city and some array for sales, and then we can simply plot. We won't go into the nitty-gritty of creating the chart itself. So there we have a basic chart script ready. Remember, this R Markdown is about mixing Python and R together. So now we need to create an R chunk, and in this we'll use the ggplot and create a ggplot chart as well. So let's see if this is going to work or no. So I'm just going to save it and knit it. So let's see what we get. So we get a basic HTML which has a matplotlib chart via Python and a ggplot chart via the R package. Let's try a PDF and see if it works in PDF as well. So just change the output to PDF, and a PDF has been created. Let's see how it looks like. So this is how a PDF looks like for this R Markdown. Now lastly, we should try the Word document and see if it works in Word. And there we have a Word document opening, and we also have our matplotlib chart and ggplot chart as well. So I hope you found this information useful and practical. Thank you very much for watching it, and I'll see you in the next one.